Welcome to Woosh TV. In this video we are going to talk about 10 reasons why America is so rich. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to Woosh TV for future updates. The US economy dwarfs that of any other wealthy, developed country. Its purchasing power is 4 times that of Japan, 5 times that of Germany, and 7 times that of the United Kingdom. The United States, of course, has a much larger population. The United States has a significantly greater level of real GDP per capita than other major industrial countries due to its sustained, higher rate of real GDP growth over a longer period of time. In 2015, the United States' real GDP per capita was $56,000. In that same year, Germany's real GDP per capita was only $47,000, France's was $41,000, the United Kingdom's was $41,000, and Italy's was only $36,000. As a result, official real GDP metrics clearly show that the United States has seen higher sustained real growth rates than the main industrial countries of Europe and Asia. The members of the Forbes 400 list, Wealthiest America's People, have a combined net worth of $2.96 trillion, and have made their fortunes in a variety of methods, from buying sports teams decades ago to starting profitable businesses from the ground up. While there are many ways to create a fortune, some businesses have a higher concentration of billionaires than others. The financial and investing industry was the most prevalent way to make a 10-figure fortune this year. 93 billionaires, or 23.5% of the Forbes 400, made their fortunes through investing, such as Warren Buffett and 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, private equity, such as Robert F. Smith, who pledged to pay off the student debt of Morehouse College's entire 2019 graduating class, and hedge funds, such as Jim Simons and Ray Dalio, who founded the world's largest hedge fund. The financial and investment industry, like previous year, produced the most billionaires on the list. Playing the stock market, making megadeals, and growing the portfolios of well-heeled customers pays out handsomely. Harvesting, processing, manufacturing, selling, and marketing food and beverages is another method to join the ultra-rich's exclusive club. The reasoning is straightforward: people need to eat, and feeding them is profitable. Stuart and Linda Resnick, whose wonderful co. is the world's largest producer of almonds and pistachios and also owns the brands Fiji Water and Halo Mandarin Oranges, are among the list's 41 billionaires who made their fortune by feeding the masses. Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, amassed a fortune of $4.7 billion by transforming the Seattle bakery into a global powerhouse. Tillman Fertitta, the owner of the NBA's Houston Rockets, made his fortune in restaurants such as Landry's Seafood House, Saltgrass Steakhouse, and Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. Another tried and tested way to gain money is through real estate. The real estate industry accounts for 8.5% of the billionaires, on the list with 34 billionaires. President Donald Trump, number 275, on the list with a $3.1 billion net worth, is likely the most well-known billionaire in the industry, while Donald Brenworth, a $17 billion fortune, is the most successful real estate entrepreneur. 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 Co. has a 97% ownership in Manhattan's MetLife building and controls over 115 million square feet of real estate, largely in Southern California. The following are the top 10 reasons why America is so wealthy. Number 10. The US has a decentralized political system in which states compete. State competition stimulates entrepreneurship and hard labor, and legal systems protect property owners' and entrepreneurs' rights. The federal government of the United States delegated numerous legal regulations and taxing authority to the 50 states. The legal regulations and tax regimes of the states then compete for businesses and individual citizens. There are no income taxes in some states, and labor regulations restrict unionization. For in-state students, states give high-quality universities with inexpensive tuition. They compete in terms of legal responsibility regulations as well. Both fresh entrepreneurs and huge corporations are attracted to the legal systems. In terms of decentralization, the United States is arguably unusual among high-income countries. Number 9. A smaller size of government than in other industrial countries. According to the OECD, federal, state, and local government spending in the United States reached 38% of GDP, compared to 44% in Germany, 51% in Italy, and 57% in France. In some nations, increased government spending means that not only is a bigger share of income taxed, but also that there are higher transfer payments, which lower the incentive to work. As a result, Americans have a bigger pre-tax incentive to work, and can keep a larger portion of their wages. Number 8. A favorable regulatory environment. Although the regulatory system has to be improved, it is less onerous for enterprises than the requirements imposed by European countries and the European Union. According to the survey, conducted November 30 to December 5, the majority of respondents in the United States, 59%, believe that stronger environmental rules and regulations are worth the cost, while almost a third, 34%, believe that such policies cost too many jobs and damage the economy. Perceptions of environmental regulations are linked to both education and age. Younger persons and those with more education are more inclined to believe that stronger environmental restrictions are worth the expense than older adults and those with less education. Opinions fluctuate across political lines as well. Nearly 8 out of 10 Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents, 78%, believe that stronger environmental laws are worth the cost, while a majority of Republicans and Republican-leaning independents, 58%, believe that stricter environmental restrictions cost too many jobs and harm the economy. Number 7. A supply of energy that makes North America energy independent. The fast growth of fracking to enhance the supply of oil and gas has been aided by private ownership of land and mineral rights. Number 6. A culture and a tax transfer system that encourages hard work and long hours. In the United States, the average employee works 1,800 hours per year, significantly more than the 1,500 hours in France and 1,400 hours in Germany. Of course, workers in several Asian countries work far longer hours, with Hong Kong, Singapore, and Korea reporting working hours of over 2,200 per year. Number 5. A growing population, reflecting both natural growth and immigration. As the population grows, so does the workforce, which is younger and hence more adaptable and trainable. The efficacy of the labor force is enhanced by a high degree of geographic mobility within the United States. The United States' higher level of real income makes it an appealing destination for ambitious and bright young people all around the world. Although there are restrictions on immigration to the United States, there are also unique rules that allow individuals with exceptional skill and industry sponsorship to have entry to the American economy and a path to citizenship, green cards. A separate green card lottery allows ambitious people to immigrate to the United States. Number 4. Labor markets that generally link workers and jobs unimpeded by large trade unions, state-owned enterprises, or excessively restrictive labor regulations. In the private sector, unionization represents fewer than 7% of the workforce. There are almost no state-owned businesses. While labor laws and regulations have an impact on working conditions and employment practices, they are far less onerous in the United States than they are in Europe. State licensing regulations are arguably the greatest significant impediment to job switching and interstate mobility. Number 3. World-class research universities. These are the sources of much of the basic research that fuels high-tech entrepreneurship. Faculty members and PhD grads frequently work in startup enterprises near these universities. These overlapping operations between academics and the private sector are encouraged by the culture of universities and corporations. Great research universities attract outstanding students from all over the world, and many of them choose to stay in the US. Number 2. A financial system that supports entrepreneurial activities. The US has a more sophisticated equity finance system than Europe, as well as a decentralized banking structure that supports local entrepreneurs. The equity financing system comprises angel investors, who are prepared to fund startup businesses, and a thriving venture capital market that helps companies grow. More than 7,000 small local banks, many of which are important in their communities, make up the national system of small local banks that give loans to new businesses. Number 1. An entrepreneurial culture. People in the United States show a drive to create and expand businesses, as well as a readiness to take risks. Failure and restarting are not punished in the American culture. Even pupils who have attended college or a business school have demonstrated an entrepreneurial spirit. Entrepreneurial activity is sparked by Silicon Valley's accomplishments, particularly with companies like Facebook. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.